Okay, violas, we're looking at measures 31 until 52. And so we're going to start at that second ending in this piece. If you haven't looked at the previous video, make sure you watch that so you can go over the first part. Now, I'm just going to start playing right at that second ending. So this is a little phrase link into the next section. So here's measure 32. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you can tell that's way more active than what you had in the first 30 measures. We've got a lot more of a melody here. And so you can bring this out a lot. And this is played with the cellos. Let's look at it. This is the pickup to 36. We are playing from in about an octave range, A on the D string, fourth finger, down to A or G on the G string. And so our finger pattern for the D string is 2-3. Finger pattern for the G string is 3-4. You've got that high C sharp, and that is really crucial. I talked about in the last video in D major, C sharp is scale degree 1, so it's very tense, leading, pulling up into that into the D. And so we're going to look at the pickup to 37. 1, 2. So in this part, you can use a lot of open D, that's totally okay. But where it does say fourth finger in this next measure, you do want to make sure you have that. And I would just play this little pattern on the G string. And keep practicing that so that your spacing is really, really honest. Again, here's the pickup to 37. 1, 2. Open, high 3. So do the bowing as it's printed, as the up and downs are listed. Let's practice a couple of those measures. 38, 9, 40. So this is the constant eighth note measure, and all this is like a scale, but you're gonna have a high 3, so it's gonna be. So you've got C sharp in there, really high. Okay, again, 1 and 2 and 3 and up. So you might want to practice that separate bows at first, and then add the bowing in. Bowing changes on the and of 2. Here's in tempo, 1 and 2 and 3. Now these quarter notes, really legato. They wrote those tenuto markings in above or below the note so that you play super legato and connect it. I have fourth finger here, but I'm setting 2 and high 3 on the G string as I play that note, because I'm about to play. That's a lot of eighth notes in a row. Find each of the notes. Here they are: B, C sharp, high 3, D, C sharp, D, B, C sharp, and D. So those are all of the eighth notes there. I talked in the last video about bringing that arm around. Can you see it in your C bout? Especially when you're on the G string and C string, you have to bring that arm forward in order to reach those notes. I also talked about how if you're playing 3 and 4, especially on the G, C string, you might want to lift that 1 up so that you can reach those notes, because if you have all the fingers down, it's a lot more of a stretch. But if you lift 1 up, then you'll be able to hit some of those notes. And you just need the B here. That's the lowest note. Here's that part really slowly. This is 43 and 44. 1 and 2 and 3. Again, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, moving on up to 45. This is the pickup into it. Here we go. 1, 2. High 3. So this is really outlining the D major chord here, and this is why I recommend playing arpeggios. D, F, A, D, F, A, D, F, A. So you know, and you know what to listen for. So that F sharp is the third, that's what makes it major. And so if we're looking at measure 50, we have to reach for that F sharp to make sure that's in tune. In general, looking at this in any passage of music, I always recommend playing just long tones, slow, with a metronome. That doesn't mean that's not slow enough. Play even slower. I'm at 37. And really listen. To each note to make sure it's in tune. Don't move on to the next one until you are sure. You also want to do one measure with a metronome. Every beat is every measure is 3 beats, so it should last 3 beats long. All right, and here's one time. This is going to be measures 32 all the way until 52. 1 and 2 and 3.